Hi everyone, welcome to this creative play sequence. This is a sequence that is very much part of how I practice myself, where things just evolve naturally and movements are threaded together organically. This is not necessarily particularly accessible. I'm not going to give modifications, so this is not for everyone. And there is a fair amount of sort of shifting to one side to the other side. It can be confusing sometimes. So sometimes it helps to watch the whole sequence first, maybe at least the first side. And then if you feel inspired to have a little play, then go for it. We'll start on all fours. So setting yourself up for an all fours position. And this is really the basis for the whole practice. So if it helps you to be comfortable here to have a blanket underneath the knees, then you could keep that blanket there throughout the sequence. Then take an inhale, tuck the toes under, reach the heart forward, roll the elbows back, the shoulders back. Exhale, point the toes round the spine. And again, tucking the toes, inhaling, heart forward, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, round. Let's start and lift the left leg. Inhale, extending the left leg back behind you. Exhale, take the knee to the nose, press the floor away. Inhale, extend the leg, look slightly in front of the mat. Exhale, bend your elbows and dip into a little chaturanga. Inhale, lift back up, tuck the toes to the floor. Exhale, take the right knee into the chest and round the spine. Right knee comes down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, take the toes down, come onto the little toe edge of the left foot, and then spin all the way around into a twist. And with the inhale, turn back, place your hands at the front of the mat, lift the left leg. And then we do this again. Tuck the toes down, swivel around, and turn into a twist. And one more time, inhaling, coming forward, knee comes down, left leg lifts. Exhale, left toes down, swivel around, Marichyasana C. And then with the inhale coming back, right knee down, lift the left leg. Now with the exhale, take the left leg out to the side and then release the foot to the ground. Walk the hands toward the foot. Take an inhale and lift the right arm up into Parigasana, gate pose. And exhale, releasing the hand down. You could catch the outer edge of the foot. And then inhale, lift the left arm up, open up into a twist. And exhale, release down. Take an inhale, hands at the front of the mat, lift the back knee. Exhale, come onto the little toe edge of the back foot and lift the front toes off the floor. So you're in the supported side plank. And if you wish, lift the left knee up, lift the hips higher, hover the top arm overhead, and then releasing the top hand down. Plank with the inhale, and then a vinyasa chaturanga. Upward dog is the inhale. And then downward facing dog, exhale. Bring your knees to the ground. Inhale, lift your shins, sink your hips. Exhale, child's pose, belly in, shift the sitting bones to the heels. Inhale, slide your hands back, tuck your toes, lift the knees off the ground. Exhale, prepare for a little arm balance here. Kakasana, crow pose. Look forward, lean forward, rounding the spine. Maybe the feet lift. And then exhale, come back down, releasing the knees down. Inhaling, shifting forward to all fours. Exhale, round your spine. Second side, inhale, tuck the toes, lift the right leg back. Exhale, take the knee toward the nose. Inhale, extending the right leg. Exhale, a little chaturanga dip. Bend the elbows. Press the hands down. Inhale, lift back up. Tuck the toes to the floor. Exhale, left knee comes into the chest. Inhale, bring the knee back down. Exhale, come onto the little toe edge of the back foot so your legs naturally cross over as you move into the twist. Turn back toward your mat, left knee down, right leg lifts, breathe in. Breathe out, toes come to the floor and you're swiveling around to sit. Inhale one more time, finding that single-legged all fours position. Exhale, tuck the toes, swivel around and take it into Marichyasana. And then with an inhale, coming back, lifting the right leg. And now with the exhale, take the right leg out to the side and then place the foot on the floor. Slide your hands toward the foot. Take an inhale and lift the left arm up and overhead. And with the exhale, release left hand down, maybe catching the outer edge of the foot. And then with the inhale, open the top arm, rotating into the twist. And exhale, releasing both hands down at the front of the mat. Take an inhale and lift the back knee off the ground, a plank stance, and then come into side plank. Drop onto the little toe edge of the back foot. And then with the inhale, if you wish, you could take the front leg back and lift it up and take the top arm overhead. And then exhaling. Breathing in, coming into a plank pose. Breathe out, chaturanga. Diving into your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, knees to the ground, sink the hips, lift the shin, keep your gaze down the nose. And exhale, child's pose. Sliding the hands back, inhale, lifting the knees off the ground, tucking the toes. Exhale, set up, prepare. You can always stay down, of course, here. Rounding the spine, inhale, lifting, Bakasana. Or Kakasana, crow or crane. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, knees down, walk your hands forward. And then exhale, let's take it into a downward dog just for a moment. And then we'll do the same sequence once again. So repetition aids with familiarity, which is really useful with the sequence, which is maybe pushing the boundaries of what's familiar for us. So breathe in. And then breathe out, release the knees down. Take an inhale. Let's start with the left leg, lifting the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extending the left leg, looking just in front of the mat. Bend your elbows. Exhale. Inhale, press back up. Tuck the toes to the ground. Exhale, lift the right knee into the chest and round the spine. Release the right knee back down, inhaling, and then come onto the little toe edge of the back foot and swivel around and all the way into a twist. Now stay here, breathe here. If you would like to take this into a balance, uncross your legs so the right foot is on the big toe edge of the left leg. Place your hands down, turn your toes in the same direction as your fingers, and then lean forward, shift your weight forward, lift one, lift maybe both feet off the ground, continue to breathe, and then eventually come back down. Cross the right foot to the outer edge of the left leg, and then hands come to the front. Inhale, let's meet in this all fours position with the left leg lifted. Exhale, take the leg to the side, release it down. Walk your hands across and then Parigasana, gate pose, breathing in, turning the torso toward the front of the mat. Exhale, releasing the arms, bring the sole of the left foot down, hold on with the right hand maybe, and then inhale, open it up into a twist. Exhale, release down. Take an inhale, hands are at the front, lift the back knee. Exhale, drop onto the outer edge of the back foot. Vashisthasana, hold here for a moment. There is the option to take this into Vashisthasana 2. You definitely need some warmed up hamstrings for this. Lifting the chest maybe. Continuing to breathe. You could be on the ground here sitting and waiting, of course. And then breathe in, come into a plank position. And then with the exhale, chaturanga, breathing in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog, knees to the ground. Inhaling, sink the hips, lift the shins. Exhale, come back into a child's pose. And then with the inhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and prepare for a balance or a stay in a squat. Inhale, lifting the feet. And if this is sort of easy for you, in slow motion, bend your elbows a lot more so that you can get the crown of the head down. Press the hands down. The head is way in front of the line of the fingertips, so you're creating an equilateral triangle. And then maybe the legs will come off the ground and up into a headstand. Of course, this is a high-risk pose, so approach with caution. Make sure you have a solid headstand practice before you embed this into a practice like this. Coming down slowly, maybe finding your balance for a moment with the head lifted, and then eventually release the heels down. Take an inhale and walk forward to all fours. And then with the exhale, round the spine, pressing the hands down. And with the inhale, tuck the toes, and we take the last side. Lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting back up. Taking the toes to the ground. Exhale, lift the left knee into the chest. Releasing the left knee back down. Breathe in. And then swivel onto the little toe edge of the back foot and rotate around into a twist. Either stay here in the twist, or for the balance, uncross your legs so that the left foot is inside the knee. The right elbow crosses over to the outside of the left thigh. Lift your hips, turn the toes in the direction of your fingertips. Hopefully you have a little bit more space than me. Lifting the right leg. Maybe you lift the left leg. The breastbone reaches forward. The neck stays long and free. And then eventually sitting back down. And to come back, cross the left foot to the outside of the right leg, swivel around, left knee down, lift the right leg, and then exhale, take the right leg out to the side, place the foot on the floor, walk the hands in that direction. Take an inhale and come into Parigasana, turning the torso toward the front of the mat. Exhale, release down, maybe holding on to the outer edge of the foot or just hand to floor. Inhale, right arm lifts and reaches. Exhale, releasing hands down, pressing back up. Inhale, plank with this one leg out to the side still. Exhale, little toe edge of the back foot comes down for side plank. And then maybe you loop index and middle finger around the big toe for Vashisthasana 2, and maybe you take a different alternative here for a side plank version, including just sitting down. And then breathe in, come into a plank pose, and breathe out, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees down, lift chin, sink the hips, gazes down. Exhale, child's pose. And of course, this is a great place to stay. Or inhale, tuck the toes, walk your hands, lift your knees, set up for the last Bakasana or Kakasana here. Certainly on the way down, the elbows bend a lot so that you can come down very lightly. And then hugging the elbows in towards each other. Maybe the legs lift up into Shirshasana, headstand. Breathing, managing the weight through the neck as always. And then with the legs together, bending the knees and then separating the legs, shins onto the upper arms, pressing your fingertips down, finding your balance for a moment, and then releasing the feet to the floor. And then take an inhale and come to all fours. You can point the toes here. Exhale, shift the sitting bones back. Come into a child's pose. And then take a good few breaths here and continue your practice from here. Or maybe you're thoroughly cooked. And then I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Thank you very much for practicing with me.